Hello everyone, so today we'll be trying to make fireworks in the browser this time, so using P5. So I was thinking of fireworks going from the bottom of the screen up to maybe the middle of the screen and then just exploding. So that's the goal, that's the plan. So let's get started. Let me go on the whiteboard. Oh, never mind. I don't have the camera set up today, so I'll just have to, I can use Excalibur. Okay, so let's take the pen. All right, so we have our canvas over here. We'll have fireworks that goes off from the bottom of the screen randomly, right? It could go off here or here, it doesn't matter. So we'll have them go off, and then after a certain period of time, let's say after 20 frames, they just explode, right? It would just explode, right? So that's the goal, and those would also live for a certain given amount of time, right? So let's get started. So we'll need, let's do a class firework. We'll have the constructor, which will pass a position, like the initial position. What else? What else? Maybe the lifetime could be set in the constructor, so it wouldn't matter. Maybe the position as well. Yeah, sure. So we'll have this dot pause equal to create vector, which will be random between 0 and the width, and sorry, and we will have a, oh, that's really frustrating. Okay, and we'll have y value are coded to height, right? Because we want them to start at the bottom of the screen. We'll have this dot lifetime equals, maybe let's start with 50 and we'll see if that's enough or not, right? And we'll say this dot end lifetime be equal to a random amount between, I don't know, between, oh well, no, this could just be set in here, right? So we said 50, let's do between 50 and 100. We'll see if that's enough. So we'll do here 600 for the height. We'll also, well, let's not set a color for right now. We'll do update. So update, and we'll have this dot exploded set to false, and let's do this dot um, particles. I don't know what to call them, but let's go with particles. This will be like the particles when it explodes, right? So update will basically just update the position. We'll do a random velocity as well. Or should we just lower the intensity of the velocity as time goes on, as the lifetime goes down? Maybe that could be a good idea. So this dot lifetime goes down every time we update. This dot position dot add. We don't need to add any x value. Let's just add to the y. We'll do map Well, sure. Let's do map of the lifetime. Or let's not do the lifetime for right now. We can always add it later on, right? That it goes fast from the bottom, and when it gets close to the top, it just slows down, right? We could do that. For right now, let's not. Let's just do -1, right? So we'll move up by 1 pixel every frame. Okay, so and then we'll have if the lifetime is less than 0, then it needs to explode. Okay, and we need to set the particles, right? We need to create the particles. So what I'll do is I'll do a for loop which goes from 0 up to 2 pi, and we will say that we want, we'll say that we want maybe 50 fireworks. Sure. All right. So now let's create, well, let's find the x and the y value for those. So const x, yeah, so, okay, that's better. X equals the cos of the angle, and we'll also set a random, well, the radius should be 0. It should be pretty much just this, right? So let's not do that. Let's do const pos instead. Create vector, which will be this, and the sin of I. Okay. Maybe I want a class particle. Or I could just have everything in an object. That should be fine as well. So we'll do, this will be the position, right? So we'll do plus this dot pos dot x. Whoa, okay. And plus this dot pos dot y. Okay, so now we have the position. Let's do const velocity, right? Velocity, what velocity should it be? Well, it should be, let's add back x, which would be cos of I, and const y, which should be the sin of x, of I, sorry. That's frustrating. P5 editor is really frustrating sometimes. That's why I'd rather like code with VS Code or something, but not today. All right, so y, okay, awesome. So the velocity should just be another create vector. With the x and y. That's it. And maybe we could do like a multiply by, or set the magnitude. Set the magnitude to maybe like a random value between, I don't know, 1 and 4. Sure. And we'll need also a lifetime for those. So const lifetime be equals to, I don't know, let's do random value again. So random between, in this case, let's do random between like a shorter amount of time. 20 and 50, that's cool. So, now, let's just create an object, const p, maybe. It'll have inside of it the position, the velocity, and the lifetime. Okay, awesome. And now in the update function, we'll say if exploded do something, else do all of this. Okay. I'm not sure if there is a way to actually format the code, but it doesn't matter. Probably there is, but I really don't mind. Okay, so now we'll just loop over all of the particles. Okay, and we'll do p dot pause dot add, and we need to add the velocity p dot vel, right? Okay, I think that's fine. Let me do here just y plus equals, or minus equals in this case. Yep. Okay, I think we're pretty good. And then p dot lifetime minus minus. What else? Okay, that's pretty much it. And we could go backwards into the array and remove the particles that we don't need anymore, right? So let me think. Let I equals this dot particles dot length minus 1, as long as I is greater than 0, greater or equal to 0, then I minus minus. Okay, cool. So now we can just do const p equals to this dot particles. Whoa, not there. This dot particles index I. Okay, and then we could just do if p dot lifetime is smaller than 0, then just remove that particle, right? Okay. Let's do the show now. Just a method to be able to display the actual fireworks. So let's do if exploded do something else, do something else. So we'll start with the something. Okay, sorry. Let's start with the something else, right? So this is when it's not exploded. So we'll just draw, we'll say first thing first. We'll do stroke 255, and let's keep the stroke weight global. Now we'll do just a point, I guess. A point at this dot x, this dot y. Okay, and otherwise it'll be for each particles. We can use this one, it's fine. Okay. So for each particles, let's just do a point at p dot pos dot x, p.pos.y. Okay. Okay. Let me create a list of fireworks. And let's create one firework every, I don't know, every 10 frames. Maybe 10 is a lot. Maybe 20 frames, right? So frame count, I believe, modulus 20 equals 0. Let's do fireworks dot push a new firework. Okay, and now let's do for const f of fireworks f dot update f dot show. Let me also remove them from the array whenever they're finished. So, well, yeah, sure. We'll do let I is equal to fireworks dot length minus 1 as long as I is greater or equal to 0, I minus minus. And now const f is equal to fireworks index I, and then we'll just say if f dot exploded and f dot particles dot length equals 0, and we can remove it, right? Yeah. So we'll say fireworks dot splice at index I remove only 1. Okay, let's see what it gives us. Let me do a black background. That could help. So we're not seeing anything, right? What would be the, point was expecting a number for the second parameter, but receive an empty variable instead. Line 51 over here, but received an empty verb. Oh yeah, this dot pause and this dot pause, right? That would make sense. There you go. You can see it here. Okay, so when it's exploded right now, it doesn't show the explosions. Let me also do minus 5 or something, right? I want them to go pretty fast. And let's do stroke weight of, I don't know, maybe 5. And stroke weight for this one, maybe 2. Okay, let me save, let me see. Okay, I think when they're exploding is fine. It looks good enough. Though right now the explosion itself doesn't display properly. It doesn't display at all. So why is that? So here, we're supposed to have 50 of them all at once. This not explode is true. I goes to I is 0. I is less than 2 pi. I plus equals 2 pi divided by 50. P pause. Oh, well, Yeah, done. We need to add those to the particles array, right? Uh, silly mistake. This dot particles dot push p, right? That should be, whoa, what's going on? Okay, push p. Okay, that should be it. There you go. So we're pretty much done with the fireworks. Hopefully you enjoyed the sketch. You add color to it. You can add some dampening, whereas to add basically just like gravity effect, kind of, so that whenever they are out of fuel, they just lower a little bit and then explode. Um, Maybe you could do the same for the particles. You could also set the stroke of the particles to um, go down in intensity, like in terms of like transparency, go down as the particle lifetime also goes down, just so that it fades out instead of just like disappearing. Um, you could add a lot more to this sketch to make it really more interesting than what I did. But hopefully you found it interesting and you do something fun with it. Thank you. See you in the next video.